días, ¿cómo estás? As you guys can see, I obviously am fluent in Spanish now. I'm just kidding. My Spanish is actually terrible. My most common phrase that I say is mi español es mal, no entiendo. I got that one like down packed. But honestly, everyone is so nice here. I think they definitely understand me more than I understand them, so that is super helpful. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to come on here. Let me adjust this. I feel like it's too high. I just wanted to kind of come on here and go over like my first couple days in Costa Rica. I guess first, the flight. Oh my gosh, the flight was long. It got delayed. We had flown from Edmonton to Toronto. It was supposed to be a 5-hour layover, which I already was not too happy about. It got delayed. So we were at that airport for I think like close to 7.5 hours. That was fun with 2 small children. After the first 2 hours, they were kind of done with it. Yeah, we just had 5.5 hours of walking like the entire Toronto airport, had a bunch of snacks. The kids were playing on those little like walkways that go kind of faster, up and down elevators, escalators, stairs. I mean, just anything to keep them busy. They honestly did so well though, given their age. Milo was super helpful with her brother. Reeves was getting pretty cranky, and I was hoping that since he was awake the entire time at the airport, I thought that's okay, he's gonna sleep on the flight. That didn't happen, guys. He didn't sleep. I think he slept for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. It was a 5-hour flight. The flight was not fun times. Let's just say that. I'm super happy that we're in Costa Rica now. We're having a great time here. But oh my gosh, that flying day, that was something. Thankfully, Milo did. She passed out hard. Like, she did great on the flight. Reeves spent, I'd say, about half of the time screaming and crying. He wanted to get down. He wanted to walk through the aisles. He was pretty cranky. He spent the other half just like being goofy, jumping on his seat, going like rah to people. Thankfully, there was a drunk, belligerent guy who was across from us who was making a bigger scene than Reeves was. So that kind of took the attention off Reeves. The guy actually did end up getting arrested. We actually couldn't get off of the flight until the Costa Rican police came on and arrested him. The flight was interesting, to say the least. So our hotel was actually the Sheraton Hotel in Escazu. Super nice. They had a really nice breakfast there. I think it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. We got a ride, which Sarah Elena had actually set up for us. His name's Alex. He was amazing. He picked us up right at 10 and then took us all the way to Jaco. Milo did end up getting a little car sick on the way. She didn't end up throwing up, but she was feeling sick. And Alex was super nice. He stopped and he got us a bag and then laid her seat down for her and got her some water. So she did fall asleep for the rest of the ride. Reeves passed out pretty much instantly, so that was nice because I kind of just got to like enjoy the scenery along the way. It is such a beautiful lush country here, and I just love seeing like all the little shops along the way. And yeah, we arrived at our gated community that we're staying at in Jaco. That makes me feel really safe, especially because I am here alone with the kids in a foreign country and I don't speak the language. I just don't really have to worry about someone breaking in at night or anything like that. It is a little gated community. I think there's about like 12 condos here where we're staying. There's a little pool for us to share. Milo already had made some friends, a couple little boys who live in the gated community here, so that's really nice. Guys, it is very humid here. It is so humid here. That's something that we're adjusting to. I'm honestly sweating through my clothes, leaving butt cheek marks. It's embarrassing. I cannot help it. My belly is leaving marks on my dresses. I have boob sweat. Yeah, it's hot. I still love it, but we definitely have to like adjust to the humidity here. Every time we go out, like within minutes, the kids have little droplets of sweat on their nose. We're drenched with sweat. I feel like I maybe already have like a light like glow, a slight warmth to my face. I'm super happy about that because I'm a natural redhead, ginger, fair skin, never had a tan in my life. Being out here, I just feel like the sun is so intense. I think I might be starting to get like a slight tan. Something that I feel like is kind of starting to clear up here is my acne, and with like the humidity here, I just feel like my skin is just so hydrated. Back in Canada, I just had really dry skin, and it's like dry, flaky, irritated, and I think that intensified my acne. So we'll see. I'm really hoping that my acne goes away here. That would be awesome. But even if it doesn't, my skin just feels so much more hydrated and it's not irritated. I remember back in Canada when I would hop out of the shower, it's like I instantly have to dry off and like put lotion on or my skin is itchy. Here it's not like that. I can get out of the shower. I don't even really have to put lotion on. I still do. I don't know. It's just humid, hydrated here. When we got to our Airbnb, we didn't have food or anything. We did a little walk. It was about 15 minutes to a Maxi Poly. It's just like a grocery store. Thank God I brought the stroller because the weight limit on the bottom is 30 pounds, so it did fit all the groceries that we needed very easily. I knew that Sarah Elena was going to be taking us for a bigger grocery shopping trip, so we didn't get too much, just kind of like milk, necessities, some cereal. We came back, had supper. The kids are watching their cartoons, which is all in Spanish. I'm really happy about that because I think that Milo's gonna start to pick up on Spanish quicker since like any cartoons that she watches, they're all in Spanish. So I think that's really good. So our first morning in Jaco, we decided to go to the beach and it was so nice. The kids loved the waves and they had so much fun. It was just like an amazing feeling. Back in Edmonton, I'm just like in the hustle bustle of life and I'm always planning, thinking of paying this bill or that bill or what am I gonna do next in life. And I was always like planning ahead for the future, thinking like, oh, one day I'm gonna give my kids this amazing life and we're gonna make memories. But I was always just like planning for that. And I feel like we weren't making super exciting memories for the kids. So yeah, it was just like a really surreal feeling to like be in the ocean with my kids, holding their hands, like to see them having so much fun. It was awesome. It felt like a really like proud mom moment. I was like, you know what, like I did this for my kids. We're out here living life, making memories. Kids are gonna forget the things that you bought for them. They're always gonna have the memories and the adventures that you went on with them. So that was super awesome. I love going to the beach every morning with the kids. They love it too. I feel like Costa Rica so far is the perfect place for us because the kids wake up so early. Like my kids typically wake up at 5:30 a.m. Here in Costa Rica at 5:30 a.m. the sun is already up. It's bright outside. So far what we've been doing each day is just like going to the beach early in the morning while it's still kind of cool, which is nice because it gets super hot here midday. It's been like 30, 31 plus humidity, which makes it even worse. So it is nice to wake up early, go to the beach while the sun it's up and it's hot, but it's more like I'd say 27-ish, 28. And then it starts to get pretty hot here around like 10:30 a.m., which is usually when we come home, and then the kids will have snacks, some lunch, watch a couple of cartoons, play around for a bit, and then they nap midday usually for about 2 hours. And I feel like here in Costa Rica it's like hottest during like midday, early afternoon. So we kind of miss that part. So then they usually wake up around 2:30 and then we decide what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. And by then it's still really hot, don't get me wrong, but it's like kind of cooled down slightly. So Saturday was our first day in Jaco. We did our little grocery shopping, whatever. Sunday morning we went to the beach, and then in the afternoon after the kids napped, Sarah Elena actually picked us up right from our Airbnb and she took us for our first round of grocery shopping at the Mas Permenos. It was like a big grocery store, seemed to like have everything there, so I did a big round of grocery shopping. She didn't take me to get a SIM card just because it was closed, but she drove me around the town of Jaco, kind of gave me like a little tour, letting me know little restaurants, the Jaco walk, and where the Liberty is actually like where I'll go set up my cell phone, which I did already, but she just kind of showed me around. That was really nice, and she actually picked us right up, so we were able to like load everything up. She helped us take it into the house. She just showed us everything at the grocery store too, because when I did my first round of grocery shopping with the kids, I was trying to look for butter. I couldn't find it anywhere, so when I googled how to say butter in Spanish, it said manteca. So I asked the lady, "Donde manteca?" She took me to like an aisle where there was a bunch of margarine, and I don't really eat margarine. I eat like real cow's butter, but I did see something that was like vegetable butter, so I was like, okay, sure, we'll try this. It worked, but it definitely isn't cow's butter. So when I went with Sarah Elena, she showed me it's mantequilla, not manteca. So it was nice just having her help, where I could just like show her my list of like, hey, this is what I want for groceries, can you please take me? Because I'm not gonna lie, my first time grocery shopping with the kids, after I was like walking back and forth down the aisles and I couldn't find the stuff I was looking for, store. I did start getting a little bit of anxiety. I was just like, okay, like I've been walking around for too long, like I need to get out of this store, like people think I'm weird, which nobody did. That's just like my own insecurities. I do struggle with anxiety. It was nice to have Sarah Elena's help, that's for sure. Monday, we did a tour of the daycare. Milo actually loved it. There was a big playground there. She's like, I want to stay. But I was like, no, we're just doing the tour today and you'll come back tomorrow. This week, they're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just for half days. And then the following weeks that we're in Jaco, they'll be going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for half days. With the pricing options that there were, that worked out best for me. I think it came to about like $400 Canadian for the month for them, for both the kids to go. So it's really like not that bad. And I had already kind of expected that price because Sarah Elena was the one who found this daycare for me. She said it was like really nice, like a 10-minute walk from the Airbnb that I'm at. And she said that her daughter had previously gone there. I trust Sarah Elena and like I had her recommendation on it. That made me feel really comfortable. And the tour went really well. The one girl who was showing us around, like she did speak English, so that was nice because I could kind of understand her. The other girl and some of the other daycare workers, it didn't seem like they spoke too much English, but the reason that Milo and Reeves are going to daycare is I'm hoping, Reeves not so much, he's still like, he's just over 1.5, so I'm not expecting him to pick up on too much Spanish, but I'm hoping that Milo will at least pick up on like a couple phrases while she's at daycare there, just from the other kids and the teachers. That makes me happy that they're going to be mostly speaking Spanish to Milo. I know that it'll take her a little bit of an adjusting period, but I think it will be good for her. And like I said in my previous video, when Milo is back in Edmonton and she goes to kindergarten, she is going to be in the bilingual Spanish program. It is important for the kids to learn Spanish just because their father is Spanish and his family's Latino, and I really want them to be bilingual and like have that part of their culture that is important to me. So we did the tour of the daycare, and then after that I went to Liberty, which is the like phone company place that Sarah Elena showed me, and I went to get my SIM card for my phone so I could have a Costa Rican number, just because I am getting charged when I'm out and about using my own data with my phone plan. I think it's like $16 a day, and that really just was adding up. Then I was able to like set up WhatsApp so I can contact all my family and friends. It came to 6,000 colones per month, and that's like 4 gigabytes of data. I think I get 75 minutes of calling, and that's 25 minutes of calling to Canada that I can do, which I'm mostly just talking to my family when I'm back here at the Airbnb, which has Wi-Fi. But you know, if I was out and I wanted to call my family because I was going into labor or something, I do have 25 minutes for the month, which is not a lot, but I certainly don't need a lot. But yeah, it came to 6,000 colones for the month, which I think is about $12 US, maybe like $15 Canadian for the month. I don't know. I'm not really good at my conversions. I'll probably put the proper prices up for you guys. I was not expecting this to happen, but after I got home, when I had switched over to my new SIM card and my Costa Rican phone number, that night I was just like going to bed with the kids. You know, Milo was watching a little bit of her iPad, Reeves was already sleeping. I was just kind of like scrolling on my phone, on TikTok. My For You page, everything had switched over to Spanish, which it makes sense because I guess I'm like on a different network now. But yeah, so I completely don't understand anything that's going on my TikTok. Who knows, this could be a good thing. Maybe this will help me learn Spanish a little bit quicker as well. But I just thought that was a little funny and maybe like something you should expect if you are getting a Costa Rican phone number. I don't know if it changes anything on Instagram. Your TikTok, if you're a big TikToker, like everything will be in Spanish. So my For You page is just straight Spanish videos. But yeah, I just thought it was like kind of funny. Milo, of course, did see a Beanie Baby store. So she wanted to pick up a Beanie Baby. I let her and her brother get one. Since we really couldn't bring a ton of toys with us, my suitcases were just jam-packed between like toiletries and pads and stuff that I need for after I have the baby. I actually ended up bringing like a portable bathtub for the kids just because they don't like showers. I did not want to be like struggling with that. It's just easier for me to like get them in the bathtub, rinse them off quick than trying to like get in the shower with them and hold them. So yeah, I brought a portable bathtub. We just didn't have a ton of room for toys, so I don't mind if the kids get a couple things here. and Milo, she instantly spots the toys. So yeah, I took her there. Where are we at now? Today is Tuesday, and the kids went for their first day of daycare today. That was a little bit sad. Milo and Reeves did shed some tears, and it was hard, and I didn't want to leave them. But just the day before, when we were doing the tour, Milo was so excited and she wanted to stay. We had those same kind of emotions when they were starting daycare back in Edmonton. I'm anxious to go pick them up, but I also did want to have time to make some content quick. I tidied up the whole house because we still kind of were living out of suitcases. I was trying to take the kids to do fun stuff every day, so I didn't have a ton of time to unpack everything. Now I've kind of like organized the Airbnb, got like my bathroom set up, the kids' bathroom set up, all the toiletries, everything. Our clothes are kind of organized, so that's much better. I'll do a little bit of cleaning today. Oh, and Milo is so amazing to have here. So something I was not excited about coming to Costa Rica was the bugs. Like when people ask me, oh my god, are you so scared to go have a baby in another country? It's like, no, I'm not scared. This is my third child. I feel like by this time I kind of know how to have a baby, you know. Pushing is pretty simple to me. Like I get the concept of how to give birth. So I wasn't really worried about having a baby in another country. It's like women have babies every single day. It's not like Canada is the only place that people have babies and everywhere else is unsafe. You know, that doesn't scare me to have a baby in a foreign country. No, I'm scared of the bugs. I'm terrified of bugs. Like honestly terrified. There was a centipede in my house, I think like 5 days before the trip to Costa Rica. And I kid you not, guys, in my mind was rethinking my entire trip. Because this centipede was like, it was small, a small centipede, but it was in my house. It freaks me out. I instantly got anxiety. I was like, oh my god, like where'd this centipede come from? Like there must be a nest in my house. I was just freaking out, and I was like, there's no way I can go to Costa Rica. But here I am. Milo has been the best bug spotter ever. She makes me feel so much more comfortable. There's these little tiny invisible ants, and it's like if you leave any little piece of food on the ground, like they will find it. But she just spots everything. Like she'll see something moving across the Airbnb, so tiny. I don't know how she can see it, but she's just like the best bug spotter. So she makes me feel so comfortable because I just know that if there's a bug around me, Milo's gonna spot it for me. So we're good there. We actually did see this like big centipede already. She spotted that. It was pretty gross. Definitely made me feel more comfortable about the tiny centipede that I'd seen in my house a couple days before we had come to Costa Rica. I'm a lot more confident that I'll be less scared of the bugs when I go back to Canada, because I'll be like, oh, that's nothing, you know. We saw way bigger things in Costa Rica. I just instantly, as soon as we're done eating, I wash all of the dishes because I'm terrified of having any food out. I don't want bugs in the house, more so than there already kind of are. Like there are small little ants around, mostly just by this like sliding door, like in the corners and stuff. There's like these little invisible ants. They're doing their own thing. We're doing our own thing. I kind of just like leave them alone. I had like killed a couple, but it's like they just get in. It's not like the doors are properly sealed here. I just do my due diligence and make sure that I'm cleaning everything. But yeah, guys, that's like pretty much the gist of my trip so far. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know how everything is going. Anyways, adios. See you next time.